Well, good morning. I am so not awake yet. I know I'm standing here, but my mind feels like it's still foggy with sleep. Nonetheless, oh look, I didn't put on my watch, my hearing aids. Thursday, May 29th, 2025, 7:16 a.m. Oh, it's going to be a rainy day today. We've been having a lot of rain recently, but a lot of things are blooming, and I think it must be keeping the pollen down as well. Anyhow, so look, yesterday, remember I was going to use these chocolate mints from Olive Garden in my coffee, but instead we did something else. I don't even remember what we did. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe you do. All right, not important. So I've got some Califia Farms toasted coconut, almond coconut blend here. Let's see. I don't know, it tastes like almond milk, basically. All right, I'm just gonna pop this in the microwave. You know what? Wait, before I pop it in the microwave, here, let me put in, I'm gonna put in, maybe one will be enough. I'll put in one of these chocolate mint things and put it in the microwave kind of to help things along to melt. I'll try 25 seconds here. Oh, thank you for those of you who recommended toasters to me. So I ended up getting this one. It's kind of cool. You know, sort of a retro thing, and then of course you push the lever down. And we'll see how it works. So far, so good. You know, I don't have a whole lot of counter space here, so I had to get something on the small side. Okay, this could stand to be a little bit warmer, just not quite hot enough. Let me put it on for 18 seconds. You know, for people, I know there are some people that have a problem with gambling, and that's really a terrible thing. But it occurred to me, you know, if you, I don't know, maybe you could use this as a party game if you're really desperate. So you take some ice cubes and you all make bets on how much time it would take in the microwave to melt them, you know, or something like that. Okay, I know, ridiculous, right? All righty. My brain still isn't getting with it, but you know what? You know what it's going to take is some coffee. Okay, there we are. And let's see, we'll get a nice spoon here. Oh, here's one I like a lot. It's kind of like the sunflower spoon. Okay. So you can see that it's mixing up in there. I wouldn't say, it's dissolving a little bit, but there's also lots of little particles. Now, before I put the coffee in, and I'll tell you what kind I'm gonna use, okay? Let me just, I can smell the mint. Oh, this tastes good. Now, you know I still have banana milk left, but, you know, chocolate banana sounds good, but chocolate mint banana, that didn't sound real good to me. So that's why I'm going with the almond coconut blend. Okay, so I am using Arpeggio, okay? Because Arpeggio has cocoa notes, so it would go well with something chocolatey, right? We'll see. Okay, and also it's just a nice capsule, a nice, to me, you know, what I call a mellow capsule. It's not like really strong or just too mild. It's got good coffee flavor. I mean, it's in there. All right, now it is an espresso, so I'll push the espresso button. I've moved the phone far away. It's not over the sink, and it's far enough away that if I knock it over, it's not going to end up in the sink. But my sink has no dirty dishes in it this morning. Well, that's because I ran the dishwasher last night. Okay, so we'll see what we've got here. Alrighty. I don't see, let's see. I don't see any more chocolate particles. Maybe it's dissolved. I don't know. But there's enough in there that, you know, I tasted the mint before at least. So let's see now. The all-important taste test. I mean, you know, why are we drinking coffee? I mean, if it really mattered to just do it for caffeine, you could do that a lot more cheaply and straightforward, and there's a lot of other drinks you could use and even stuff you could eat. You know, why go to coffee? Because we like the taste, okay? And we also like the tradition around it too, the idea. Sit and have a cup of coffee. Okay, we got a problem here. The mint has suddenly turned kind of vicious. Whoa. All right, now look, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, you know how I said I don't want to open up any more skinny syrups until I've used up what I had that's already open. But look, this is one of my favorites here. I don't even know if they still sell this. Toasted marshmallow. So all of our practiced backwards readers that watch Facebook videos, there we go. And this one's double sealed. It had that seal around the outside that I took off, and it's got another seal on the inside, which, oh dear. Ah, there. Sometimes it's difficult to get off. Okay, there we go. Now, and let me remind you, don't sniff it and go by the aroma, because sometimes these things release aromas that are not what the taste is going to be. Because, I mean, they do have, there's other stuff in there, okay? Yeah, I won't read you all the ingredients, but, okay, here we go. Oh, I didn't realize there's a Best Buy, $622.25. Well, I'll be using a lot of these into the next few years. So, what I was going to say is, chocolate mint is good. Chocolate mint marshmallow, toasted marshmallow. That sounds like a possibility. We'll see. All right, here we go. This is good, okay? Now, let me point out a couple of things. One, some things that have a minty flavor can end up tasting like upset stomach medicine, right? Of course, these days, like it used to be, stomach medicine all had a kind of minty flavor. These days you can get, you know, citrus and berry and bubble gum, I think I saw the other day, like for children, all kinds of flavors of stomach medicine. But for those of us who are probably older than 10 or 15, we can probably remember the days where most stomach medicine had a minty flavor. So I have had coffees, I paid for coffees that were supposed to be something mint. Tasted like drinking, I don't know, Pepto-Bismol or Kaopectate or, you know, one of those medicines we used to use years ago. And some people still, Malox, you know, stuff like that. This does not have that kind of taste. This has a nice minty taste. But, oh, the other thing is, so the marshmallow. This really does give a nice toasted marshmallow taste to a lot of stuff. You know, or a hint of a taste of it. You know what? It's helped this mint, but I feel like this mint has a personality and it's going, oh, when it gets on my tongue. Oh, okay. So I see Sandra's here. Good morning. I scroll back here. And Josh from Australia is here. And, oh, so Josh says, are these syrups from TJ Maxx? No, I actually ordered them from skinnysyrups.com. But, yeah, well, the TJ Maxx where I used to live, before I moved here, they had them for a while, and then they started carrying Torani and other stuff. But I guess it depends on what, you know, who's closing what out where as to what they get. I did see some at, where was I yesterday? Oh, at Belk here. No, Kohl's, at Kohl's. So he says, do you guys get High Smile? So many flavors of toothpaste now. That's true. I haven't heard of that brand, but yes, there is just every flavor of toothpaste out there. And that's another thing. Sometimes mint flavored drinks can taste like toothpaste. You know what? And you know that I don't do this that often. Let me show you what I'm going to do with this coffee. Those of you who have been following me know. Yep, because that mint, the only thing I can think of is it's like too aggressive. Do some of you remember there used to be an ad? Oh, actually, it was for some kind of stomach medicine now that I think about it. And somebody was laying in bed and they were having heartburn, and then you saw on the bed all these little different kinds of foods that had been, you know, anthropomorphized, is that what you say? They made into like little people, animal type things with, you know, eyes and mouths and personality, and had spears and forks and all kinds of stuff, and they were running up the bed, you know, to poke on the person's gastrointestinal system. So that is what this coffee tastes like. Now, no offense to Olive Garden mints. These taste great by themselves. But I guess certain things just should not be mixed together, right? So, and Josh says your first coffee has got to be enjoyable or it can throw off your whole day. You are so right, Josh. So you know what? Let's head into the pantry and see if we can find something that would be nicer. How about, you know, I want to get that taste out of my mouth, and I think I'd like to have a bigger cup. So how about a lungo here, one of these lungos? What do we have? We've got Vienna, Shanghai, no. What is this? Stockholm, maybe? And this is Cape Town, Buenos Aires, Tokyo. You know what? I think that the Cape Town is going to be nice. Cape Town. Yes, Josh. Do y'all not have Cape Town lungo there? Well, or do they make it anymore? I don't know. Okay. Or is it, you're saying Cape Town, do you really think that's nice? Yeah, I like Cape Town. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in. Let the machine fully heat up. Move this back here. And you know what I'm going to do? You know, I haven't done this at all, but I like a Cafe Reverso. And Cafe Reverso is when you reverse how people usually do coffee. You put in your milk or cream, whatever you use to lighten coffee first. And one of the things it does when you're using an espresso maker, or in this case, Lungo, is it enhances the crema that it makes. So in addition to the crema that you get from your original, just the plain coffee, it kind of excites the cream or the milk and makes a little more foam on top. Oh, that's looking good. Okay. I still have that, you know, kind of little bit of objectionable minty flavor on my tongue. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. I'm going to wipe off the spoon before I put it in the coffee. Okay, there we go. All righty. Oh, this, okay, everything is as it should be now. This tastes good. Oh, Josh says that Cape Town's one of his favorites. And Josh, you kind of live near Cape Town, South Africa, right? Well, I mean, closer than we do in the United States. Josh is in Melbourne, Australia, where it is, okay, wait, it's 14 hours later, so it would be 9:30 or 9:33 p.m. Am I right, Josh? I might have finally gotten this. And I think the coffee is taking its effect now, and it's just shot immediately from my mouth and my gullet to where it needs to be, where the greatest need is. My brain just kind of sucked up that caffeine. But caffeine in such a pleasant form. Wow. And this is such a relief after the coffee with this unfortunate mint. I should say this unfortunate coffee I made, because like I said, the mint on its own is just yummy. Okay, Josh says I'm right. Melbourne, 9:33 p.m. a.m. No, it's p.m. where he is. It's a.m. where we are. Yes, because they're 14 hours later, so it's still May 29th, 2025 in Australia for another maybe 2.5 hours. Okay, my brain is slowly starting to sort itself out. And tomorrow we'll have some toasted marshmallow skinny syrup with something that's a little more amenable to that sort of flavor. And you know what? I've never really enjoyed mint flavored stuff. I mean, unless it's like with chocolate, like a York peppermint patty, something like that. And I'm going to stop putting it in coffees. Oh, wait, but an exception. Skinny Syrups does make a peppermint bark syrup that is really nice, because what the mint does is like, you know, like you think of sparkles bursting. It's like that kind of mint. It's not stomach medicine mint. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. I better get going. Oh, it's gloomy outside. Oh, well, maybe I can just take a walk, use an umbrella. Do you know what? Oh, I know, I'm just going on and on. You would think that I had already had the coffee, right? All the coffee. On my honeymoon in 1983, we went to, one of the places we went to was Vienna, Austria, and I got an umbrella there. At that time, let's see, where is it? Do I have it out here? Yes, okay. At that time, they didn't have all sorts of, okay, I'm gonna put this down a second and look at the ceiling. They didn't have all sorts of crazy things, okay, like they have these days. But I got this beautiful umbrella with a carved wooden handle and ruffles and flowers. The bottom of it's wood. So that's how many years ago, and I still have this. And I really, really like it. I use it, okay, how does it hang up here? There we go. I use it on, you know, actually very rarely, because I don't want it to break or anything. And I like the idea of having it. It brings back being in Vienna in the Christmas holiday season. Oh, it's beautiful. Anyhow, I'll let you go now, okay, to enjoy whatever you have in your morning. I'll talk to you later, okay?